Hey y'all, it's Carmen Micheals. It's Monday. Woot woot. Weekend's over. But pretty good weekend. Really didn't do a whole lot. Just kind of laid around and was fat and lazy this weekend. Wasn't a whole lot going on. Uh, just kind of took it easy. Watched movies, TV, that kind of thing. But I did play around with some cool ideas, come up with some cool ideas. Um, Played with some pop bottles, came with some cool pop bottle ideas. But I spent a lot of time with my family this weekend and spent a lot of time outside on their deck, or my mom's new screened-in porch. Ooh, it's wonderful. But I was thinking, there ought to be some cool things that you could make and do to make yard art out of things that we have already. So I did. I made some really cool things. And one of them, I woke up this morning, I had a dream about it, and woke up first thing this morning and made it. It's crazy. My head is just full of these ideas, and I lay and dream about stuff like this of a night. So that's what goes on in here. What to do with a pop bottle right here. Crazy, 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 crazy. Nobody should think about a pop bottle that much, but I do. I'm constantly thinking, what could I make? What could I create? What could I upcycle? What could I reuse? It's just how I am. I've always been that way. I've been that way since a child. I used to take, that's back when they'd say, you want paper or paper with that. They'd put all your stuff in a paper bag. Used to get a brown paper shopping bag. Well, them things was fun. My mama used to save them, and she'd always kind of stuff them down beside the freezer in the laundry room, so we always had an abundance of them. And one of my favorite things to do was to take them and cut them up and make costumes out of them. And my brother used to be my guinea pig. I used to dress him up a whole lot. Used to dress him up as Indians and robots and all kinds of things. But you could take a paper bag and turn it into all kinds of fun things. But I've always loved to cut up and create. But yeah, like I said, I've always had a pair of scissors and always been thinking about what could I do with that? What could I do with that? Even as a little child, I remember I had a little space that I played in, and I'd make mud pies and go out in the yard and pick dandelions and them big old green leaf things out of the yard and make salads. And so I've always been creatively thinking all my life of what can I do with that? What could I do with that? So over the weekend I had a few things laying around, and I thought I'm going to come up with something to go outside with that. And the first one is real simple, real simple. I took an old tin can. It's just an old tin can. And I went and, I don't know if you can see, but I drilled holes with a drill bit or a Dremel. Excuse me. But I drilled holes with my Dremel disc. I laid it down and made a little pattern that I wanted it to do. But then I went and I used E6000 glue because it's like a real good glue, and it doesn't heat and cold doesn't bother it. So I used the E6000, and I just glued these little marble things that I got at the dollar store over top of the holes, so when you put light down in it, they light up little blue dots. You put a little candle in it, and the wax, it's not going to pour out on anything. Excuse me. But yeah, it's a cute little lantern to go and hang up somewhere. Like you can hang it in a tree, you can hang it on your porch or somewhere. But it's just a cool thing, and it'll actually just sit on a table. You don't even have to put this little hanger. This little hanger's just a little wire thing. But you can use these to sit around, like if you're having a picnic, set these on your picnic table. You can put citronella candles in them. It'll keep the bugs away. Another idea. There you go. Way to keep the bugs away. But it's just an old tin can, and I just washed it out. Washed it out. Drilled the holes in it. And glued them on it. Just glued them on. Me and old Kitty put so and glued these things on. the other night. We had all kinds of. I didn't glue them all on because I wanted you to see the drill holes, but I'll finish it so that I can use that one in my own yard. But the other thing that I have made is made out of pop bottles and water bottles, and it is so cool. I can't wait to hang them up. But if you were having or if you've got a pool, these are great to put around a pool, or if you're doing a Bible school that's a under the water thing. I have made fish and jellyfish out of pop bottles and water bottles. It's amazing. Well, this is my little jellyfish. And all it is, here, I'm going to take that off. I can talk about this. But it's like the bottom of the pop bottle, and then the top of the pop bottle, I take it and just cut it like in little kindling things. And then in the bottom, there's just 3 that's tied off with the string. And there's just 3 pieces of string tied together. And so you got movement underneath, but then the other ones, I just took, now, kids, you need your parents' help for this. You can take it and pull these back and hold them back, take a cigarette lighter and go, and it'll just kind of melt it and shape it a little bit, and it'll make them stick out and do that little funky little thing. And then I just took some model paint and dressed it up. But you got jellyfish that'll hang in your tree. And this little thing, all this is, I took electrical tape and spiraled it around the pop bottle, and then took my pair of scissors and cut around the electrical tape, and it gives me this cool little thing. And then I just poked a hole on each end, used a paper clip, and you can put these paper clips through these holes, and then when you hang them in your tree, it's like seaweed, and it gives it more motion. But that's the jellyfish. And you can make these and hang them all over your tree, around your pool. But it's, and the wind will blow them, and it just gives them, and when this thingy bounces, it gives your little jellyfish all kind of movement. See? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Isn't that cool? That's just 2 bottles. 2 bottles that we're not going to end up throwing in the landfills. Now, I really, really, really like the goldfish. A goldfish is really cool. He's made out of a water bottle. And if you want the patterns for these, I'm going to try to write them down for everybody. But this is the goldfish. See his little mouth? Whoop, whoop. The mouth is the bottle part that you drink out of. But all this is the water bottle cut. And then I stapled it together, and then I stuck his fin in and stapled it, and then his little fins here are stuck through. Stick that through, cut a little slit, stick it through, and then I just painted it up with some model paint. And then you hang it with a paper clip. These paper clips just aren't cooperating with me today. Things are not being my friend. There we go. I got it. Let's see, I just hang him on another little curly cue. And you hang these in your tree, and the wind will blow them. And you can have goldfish and jellyfish that will bop around in your trees. That'll freak the birds out. Birds will be thinking, what in the world are these people doing? But it's just something cool. It'll be a cool summer project for you kids to do. Real simple. Just paint. But if you're going to paint put paint on them, you have to use like a model paint that's kind of an enamel paint. Because if you don't, it'll come off. So I just used model paint, and fingernail polish is what I used. And it's real simple. Just brush it on. And then you can buy a little paint thinner and wash it out. But it don't take a whole lot of paint at all. You can use the little bottles of model paint. It's what I used. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And you can paint them all different colors. I painted mine gold just because the goldfish. But you could paint them any color you wanted to. You can paint red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. Ah. But yeah, I've got the pattern drawn out on a bottle, but I'm going to try to fix it out on a piece of paper if you want a copy of it, and then I can just send it to you. That's how it goes. And something else I came up with for going out in the yard. Now, I saw this one online. I didn't make this one up on my own. But I just took a water bottle, and I took and punched a hole, the little crisscrossy with a X-Acto knife on both sides, and I just stuck a pencil through for the bird to sit on. And then you take and punch out a little hole, cut like a little U shape. Cut a U shape down on both sides, a U shape down, and then push that little tibby tabby up so it'll keep the seed from just falling out. But the little birdies can put their little beaks in there and get the bird feed out, and then you can hang those up in the tree. And yes, that's cat food in there because I was out of bird feed. I am completely out of bird seed. I thought I had a whole bag and I was out. So I used cat food. So I want to feed my cat with bird feeder. No, really. It really is cat food because I didn't have any bird seed because I was out. But I just wanted to show you that cool little idea because I was doing yard things. But it gives the little birdies the little pencil to sit on while they eat. And you can hang those in your yard and you can stick little stickers on it. You can paint these up with your model paint. Make them all different colors and hang them all over your yard. My friend Chris has been taking some fabulous pictures of some birds in his yard. And it's a cool way to get some cool pictures of some really pretty birds. There's a lot of pretty birds in our area. I've seen birds this year that I've never seen before in my life. I saw one the other day that was like, he was black and had these big red spots on him. I never seen anything like that. I don't know what that was. And then my yard, for some reason this year, there are some goldfinches all over the place. So I don't know what's going on with that. You'll see them too often around here. But those are some things that I've done this week. Don't forget to send me some things for Dear Carmen. If you've got ideas that you'd like me to help you to come up with an idea to fix a pair of furniture or a piece of furniture that's got some damage to it or something, or if you've got a piece of furniture that you're like, I don't want to use this as this anymore. What could I do with this? Let me know, because I've got some ideas for some old bedroom furniture that I'd like to start doing and showing you. And let me know. We'll come up with some things. And if you've got like sewing ideas that you would like to see, I was informed yesterday that everybody don't sew, and I might need to start showing people how to sew. So I might do a couple little tutorials on basic sewing, like how to thread the sewing machine and how to just sew a straight stitch. Because if you can thread a sewing machine and you can sew a straight stitch, you can sew with a sewing machine. I mean, most of them have all them little fancy bells and whistles and doohickeys and stuff. I basically sew a straight stitch or a zigzag, and that's about all I sew. That's all I'm saying. Sewed this little kerflama. This is my kerflama. This is all made out of one pair of blue jeans. My little jacket and my little bow tie, my little top hat. Made out of a pair of blue jeans, all upcycled out of a pair of blue jeans. So see, you don't have to go far to find this stuff. This was a pair of ripped blue jeans and just scraps of old blue jeans from where I had made other things. So, yeah, don't forget to subscribe to these videos. Subscribe to my videos. And be my friend on Facebook. Follow me on the Twitter. And go to my Etsy store and get you something. Buy something. I'm going to start, I've had some people say I'd really like to buy a couple of those bags you made last week. And if you've got them available, let me know. And so I've got those and we'll put those on my Etsy store. I've still got the t-shirts on. I've got the t-shirts on that say, who knew? I don't think I said who knew today. But who knew? I've got the t-shirts on Etsy. So go get you a t-shirt on Etsy. It's Novella's Closet if you want a t-shirt. Alright, I have rattled along long enough today and showed you some really cool ideas. If you want to make one of those things, let me know if you can't figure it out. But remember, I'm Carmen Micheals, and I'm on your side, and I love you. I love you, people. I always will. Love you. Mwah.